Hey, what's up, you guys? We're at the Pearl, Mississippi Regional, getting a deck profile. What is your name and what place did you get?
Travis Payne, I got second place.
Alright, sick. So, let's hop into this profile.
Alright, so this deck's kind of crazy. I didn't even know I was gonna play the night before. And Hani talked me into playing this. And it's pretty. It has its own spice in it. It's pretty good. I changed it a little bit, but this deck played really well. So Mekk-Knight Invoked, obvious 3 Alistair. Not really much to say about that. Card's really good. You kind of want to see multiples of these because that's how you help purge your OTK. So I pretty much maxed out in like every way you can get to it. We'll get to that. For Mekk-Knight, play triple purple, triple blue, double indigo, and a yellow. I was kind of on the most people play just a 6 in this deck, but the extra ones help you grind a lot, and the yellow actually comes up a lot. I didn't miss red, maybe like once, but yellow was actually really good. And having like double of these is like really good, especially whenever if you have to go first or you weren't able to OTK, having like double of these by like summoning one and like pitching one with the Morningstar to provide with the trap gives you 4 monster negates. Most people can't play through that. And then for the dedicated like monster going second cards, play Gamma and Droll. Those are the only hand traps. No Ash, no like any other cards like that, not even Infirm. These are kind of like the most high impact hand traps against Spiral and the Lunalite Time Thief deck. Those are the decks I was scared of. Strangely enough, I didn't play against either of them at all, but they're still pretty good overall. Gamma's really good in pretty much every matchup you can imagine right now. It's not the highest impact in most matchups, but it's still really strong. And Droll, obviously, is really strong against Spiral and the only Time Thief deck that didn't play against them. But it's good against a lot of rogue decks too. Even strangely enough, Orcus kind of gets hurt by it a lot when their hands like mostly draw cards. So those are the only like monster hand traps, and then played 2 Gamma Seal. Just a really solid card. Helps you out just ridiculous monsters that are hard to out. Makes a column with their back row for the blue sky. It's just a really solid card. You draw 2 and you can summon 1 from your hand. It's pretty good. For the spells, triple meltdown, terraforming, and set rotation. And with the set rotation, we play mine. So the logic is this deck is meant to go second, unless you happen to play against like a going second mirror match. Typically, you're gonna always be going first. And most decks now, because Orcus isn't really popular anymore, they're not really maining stuff like Cosmic Cyclone and stuff like that to try to like out cards like this. So this is like the perfect time to be playing this card. I caught so many people off guard with this today. I won a significant amount of game 1s off of, at least like 2 or 3 off of deck out with this, but you don't actually have to win by deck out with this. This deck's really good with that because you play field spells naturally. So what you do try to do is you play mine, you just wait until your hand's really good, and then you just play Meltdown over and you OTK him. It's really easy. Like, this came up a lot, and I'm so glad Hani talked me into playing it. It's really good. Even with set rotation, it's kind of iffy sometimes because you don't know if you want to use set rotation for the meltdown, because if you give your opponent mine, you can't kill them, they can flip it on you, and you can't out it. But that didn't really come up at all. I only really played it when I was like for sure gonna OTK, so I never got done in by my own mind. So this was just really amazing. I'm really glad I played this little package. 2 Invocation. I didn't play the 3rd because I hate drawing 2 of them. I still drew this card a lot, even 2 of them today. But drawing 2 is nice sometimes when you're really going for the kill. So I'm really not a fan of 3, especially because I don't play Desires, but definitely fine. I only had 1 of this. It's expensive. I wasn't able to get more of it today, but it was good. Every time I drew it, it was basically a game. I only drew it like once when I couldn't play it. But I opened this a lot today, strangely enough, and it blew out a lot of people like Altergeist and Dino, like the Dino deck. You just wipe the board. Usually it's something to conduct the VFD and defense, but that's still, you can still out it. It's fine. And then for the rest of the spell going second cards, you play Control and Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is super important now. I used to only play 2, but now I play 3 because of Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep makes this deck so much better. It gives you easy access to Borrelsword going second, and going first it lets you put up a board that's not that easy to break. For traps, I main deck evenly. This card is really, really amazing against the Spiral deck, the Line Time deck. Like pretty much everything I played against, line second, back row decks, everything. Just this card was just amazing. I'm so glad I played it in the main. And the last card is the Secrets. I'm really glad I played it. It came up a lot, especially whenever they make you go first. This gives you a play. Typically, if you go first, you can set up like Macabre plus this with the Morning Star, with the Indigo Engrave, stuff like that. It's just a really solid card. I'm glad I played it. That's the main deck. Extra deck. The Invoked. 2 Macabre. 2 comes up because you make 1 turn 1 and then you need 1. If you're going to go for the kill, if you know you have to play through a certain card. Purgatorio, you only make 1 when you need to kill him. This card's ridiculous. Kills them pretty much every time. I play Raging. It was alright. I did summon it a few times, and you can make it with Droll, but I mean it was also really good because of Instant Fusion. It wasn't a bad card. I summoned it a few times. It could be a better card, but I don't know. Kaliga is really, really good. I didn't actually make it today except the Link Climb, but if they make you go first, there's a really good play that lets you summon this turn 1, and then 1,000 Eyes for the Instant Fusion. This card is amazing with this deck in particular because you can use the card you take to put in a column to make Mekk-Knight live. This can turn into Gravity Controller, which I'll show in a minute, and that card's really good. So that's the fusions. And then for the links, All Mirage, obviously with Alistair. Normal Alistair, make this, set the invocation that you searched, you can special Mekk-Knight, gives you stuff to do turn 1. If you have no Mekk-Knights, you can go into Secure Gardena with this, and that can turn 1 Alistair into Macabre. This came up a lot today when people made me go first, and because most people just expect me to pass turn 1. 1 negate's usually not a ton, but it does something, so it's better than doing nothing, I guess. This card's really fantastic. You can turn it, you can Instant Fusion for this, take a monster, then turn 1,000 Eyes into this, and if they have like a IP Avermax or something like that, you can use this to return to the extra deck. It doesn't target, this card's just fantastic. You can also make it with these, so I'm really glad I played it. It only came up a couple times, but I'm really glad I played it today. Cross Sheep, this card's insane. This card makes the deck so much better. Going first, it gives you a play that it's really good. It stuns your opponent and pretty much ensures that you can just Borrelsword kill him next turn. And going second, you can use it to revive hand traps and then turn this in the hand trap with like Unicorn or Borrelsword or something like that, help you break boards. It's just a really fantastic card. And then the rest is pretty much standard. Mad Alistair, he's good. I just didn't really play him much today, or I didn't make him much today. Morning Star, this card comes up all the time. It's really good. It's really good. Most people don't read them, so they're trying to attack your dudes and they can be short of battle. The Nightmares, Phoenix and Unicorn, obviously Staples, and Borrelsword. This thing kills them every game. So for the side deck, Triple Pro, it was good. I played against a couple good decks for like Orcus and stuff, but like I said, I didn't play against the Light deck or the Spiral deck, so this card didn't really come to the side too much, but I'm glad I played it. Nibiru, good card, obviously, not much to say about it. It's just killer against the Rogue decks, even against the Light Time Deep deck and the Spiral deck, it can be okay. I didn't cite it too much, but like I said, glad I played it. Obvious, 3 Twin, I did play the 1 reboot. I only cited the reboot like once, but I only played against like 1 Altergeist and like no other trap decks, and the Twins were really good, obvious staple card. And then I played because people made me go first all the time, Sanctum, Scythe, and Lancia. This was just kind of because I had a 15th slot and I didn't know what to play. I didn't know if I was to see Orcus today or stuff like mirror matches and stuff like that. This card is just generally good all around, so it's even good against like the Spiral deck sometimes and the Lunalight deck. So I'm glad I played it. It didn't really this didn't come up at all, but this came up a lot. I'm very glad I played this. So yeah, that's
in review, were there any like major changes that you would make or anything like that, just in general?
As far as the extra goes, the Regen was good, but I'd probably make it another Link monster. One of this deck's biggest problems is like just outing monsters through destruction or just like any like this deck really just needs link monsters that can remove monsters with the board to help you OTK. When the monsters that Purgatrio can't kill anyway. So I don't play too many of those. So I kind of wish I played more of the, like something else that can do that. But as far as the main goes, it was really solid. I would consider, if I had more of these, I would definitely be playing 3 of them. But that's pretty much it.
Any shoutouts?
These guys right here, especially this guy for telling me to play good cards in my deck, and the people at our Lafayette locals who exist.
All right, thanks. I appreciate the profile. And any other words? No? Yes? It's good? All right, thanks. I'll catch you guys later.